Hi there, everyone. This is Pamyla Brown with the Lakeside Alliance. If you are watching this video, that means I'm so excited you've decided that you wanted to hear more about the Lakeside Alliance and more about our opportunities with the Obama Presidential Center. Just know we need you to do us a small favor. We need you to follow us on all of our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. And in the appropriate case, like and share all of our content. Today, we are super excited to be having a conversation with our Director of Procurement for the Lakeside Alliance, Gary Hill. Gary Hill has a number of years of experience with working with the pre-qualification process and getting to know some of the trade partners. So I'm happy to share this time with him today. We'll get into how you're going to connect with the Lakeside Alliance and how you will learn more about opportunities with the Lakeside Alliance. But first, Gary, welcome to our talk.
Thank you, Pam.
Tell us who you are.
Okay, I've been in Chicago since 1996. I've had the opportunity to work on some large jobs. I met Pam on the Soldier Field project, where we had a real successful diverse contracting program. And we're going to have a very unique and interesting program on this job. And I'm looking forward to meeting more and more contractors and finding a way to help people be a part of this great job.
Good. Thank you for that. So we are all super excited about getting ready to go and doing all these good things and hearing from all of the contractors who are doing great stuff. And so we want to hear more from them. Throughout this conversation, we're going to have different screen shares pop up because we definitely want to make certain that people know how to get in contact with us. So the first screen you're going to see is the Lakeside Alliance homepage. You will see a link that says for contracting opportunities. It tells you a little bit about who we are, our team, and our mission and our purpose and all those different things. But most importantly, and by the way, pinpoint here, we are in the process of retooling our website a little bit so it's easier for you to find what you're looking for when you come here. But right now, when you come here, you're going to click contracting opportunities. You're going to click that little link, and we have a link to a form that says the contractors and vendor inquiry form, which is what you see on the screen. This is how you tell us that you are interested in talking with us. You may or may not know this, but we use this form to schedule one-on-ones because we want to hear more from you about what it is that you do. And this is also a good way for us to keep track of who's looking for us, right? And so as you can see, it's an easy fillable form. We're just asking you a few questions about a little bit about your businesses, and then we'll get into that once we get into the full scope of a pre-qual. So the purpose of this video is just to show you how easy it is to actually reach us, just to get the conversation started, to tell us more about all the great things that you're actually doing. And once you hit this submit button, this form actually goes to a number of our members on our team. So your form, your information won't just be floating out there in the atmosphere and in the internet world there. So we see it. So this is the first step to getting connected with us. From this process, if you are interested in maybe working with us at a first tier, this is where you would click the pre-qual process. So Gary, and this is where I'm going to tap you into the conversation. Just who should fill out the pre-qualification? Who should do that?
Subcontractors and trade partners who are interested in working at the first tier should fill out the pre-qualification form. Or if you're not sure that you're going to work at the first or second tier, it's a good idea to fill it out so we get to know the capabilities of the individuals and companies who are interested. But again, if you're going to work at the second tier, it's not necessary for you to fill it out. So if you know that, you can save that step.
So, question. So, around the whole pre-qualification name and process, many businesses think that it's a way to say no to companies, right? How are we doing things differently with the Lakeside Alliance in our pre-qualification process?
Well, our process, we don't think of it as a yes-no process, but rather a yes or maybe you would like some more training, or yes for packages of certain sizes that would be right for you, So it's very much the idea of getting to know the, the the scope of work and the size of package that you're comfortable with. So it's not designed to exclude. I mean, certainly the process and the point of this job is to include and to try to get as much work awarded to people who certainly have interest and are excited about the job, like so many of us are, who are local to the area. We have a lot of goals. So don't think of this as an exclusion tool, because that's not the way we use it.
So from here, one of the things that the Lakeside Alliance, one of the things that we're committed to doing is making certain that we are leveraging resources and relationships across the 5 companies um, that combine the Lakeside Alliance, that make up the Lakeside Alliance. And to that end, part of that conversation, or part of that process, is leveraging the pre-qualification website for Turner Construction. So Gary, do you want to talk a little bit more about why we may be using Turner's pre-qualification website, and how that works?
Yes. So for the Lakeside Alliance, we're going to be taking advantage of the database, SAP database website that Turner also uses. And so the way that we know that individuals are pre-qualifying specifically for the Obama Presidential Center is for them to fill out that very short um, uh, questionnaire that shows up on the screen that Maurice showed us just a minute ago. And it only has 4 items: company, contact, email, and then you select the radio button of the package that you're interested in. So there it is right now. There. So you see that it only has those 4 sections. Um, we also have embedded in this panel right here some instructions. Maurice, you could click those instructions if you like briefly, um, down at the bottom of the screen, right where it says View Pre-Qualification Instructions. If you click right on those words, you're going to get a series of step-by-step on how to enter that system. So when you will press the button that says Submit, it will take you across the link to our pre-qualification system. You'll get a PQ number. You'll set up a password, and then it will tell you the steps on how to do it, both when you come for the first time, and then if you're coming back, uh, you don't have to fill it out in one sitting. You can do it, step by step as you go along. So,
So you can take your time. It saves
yeah,
your work for you.
right.
Okay.
Um, so that's the key there. We are going to update the contact person on the panel that you saw. Nick Zamorsky was involved with the job in the early stages. Um, he's working on another project, but my name will likely be there, and my phone numbers, um, so that if you have questions, you can talk to a real person.
Right. So I think that this is one of the differences of our team, in that we have humans actually touching each and every one of these processes and these forms, right? Even to the extent where we have helped contractors actually fill out the pre-qualification process. We understand that it's an onerous process. We understand that it can be intimidating at times. And so it's never our intention for anyone out there who wants to do work here to go at this alone. So as Gary mentioned, we'll share our contact information, so that you can contact us if you have questions or anything like that, or whatever. It's really, really key in knowing that, as Gary said, the way that you get connected to us is that you complete that vendor or contractor inquiry form that you saw on the first page of our website. And like I said, we're restructuring the website so that you can get to it more quickly and easily navigate the site in that way. So we don't want you to be discouraged or overwhelmed by the process. Know that there are a bunch of folks, a bunch of eyes actually looking at the information that you're submitting to us, and we want to make certain that we are using Gary's expertise of having 40 years in this business and making certain that we're matching you up to the right size opportunities and making certain that we're getting you connected to the resources you would need to hopefully be successful here at the Lakeside Alliance. So Gary, now we're going to do a quick firing round, right, as it relates to the pre-qualification process. What do you think is the biggest mistake someone could actually make in completing this pre-qualification process?
Uh, One thing you should watch for is when you return after working on the form for a while, don't let the system assign you another pre-qualification number. In other words, remember your number and then go in using the number, because otherwise you'll set up multiple pre-quals with the work split. So that's something that that you should watch for. Um, the other thing is, I agree with Pam 110%. Um, don't be don't be overwhelmed by this form. Um, get into it what you can get into it. Um, don't try to do it all in one sitting. There's a lot of times where you'll need certain information, like it might want to know how much work you did in the last 3 years, and you want to put in the volume. So you could make a pass through the pre-qual and make some notes about things you need to put in there. Then you could step away and do your research. Otherwise, every time you take a step, you'll say, "Oh, it wants me to find something else. I have to do research." So, um, doing some planning up front, I think, will help as well.
So what if we've done the prequal and now we wait? Should we contact you to tell you that we completed the prequal? Should they contact me? How should they navigate the waters now? They've done the prequal. Now what?
When that prequal is submitted, um, and that would happen when you go to the last tab, and um, the prequal calls it certifying. Really, it's just your electronic signature. I'll get an email that says that you've done that. But I think it's a good idea to do follow-ups um, quarterly, let's say, until it gets close to when your packages are going to come out. We always want to stay in contact. So don't feel, um, at all like you're being a pest or anything of that nature to do follow-ups. That's how you get work, is by doing the follow-ups. So don't feel bad about that. Feel free to call.
So another question for you, since the Lakeside Alliance is utilizing Turner's pre-qualification process, what if I'm a contractor and I've already completed a pre-qualification for Turner Construction? Do I have to do a new one for the Lakeside Alliance?
Absolutely not. Uh, Once you have it, it'll be the same pre-qualification number and the same form. All you have to do is make sure you fill out that little bit of info on the Lakeside Alliance website, so we know that you are also interested in the Obama Presidential Center. But no, you do not need to fill it out again.
Great. And I do know that at some point we're going to ask for some updated information. So how long is our information? How long is a contractor's information good for?
The form itself is good for 2 years from the date that it's signed. We do like to get an update on your EMR, your experience mod for safety, and we like to update financial information every year. But the form itself is good for 2 years.
Okay, great. So we've covered a lot of information in this short time. Gary, if you want to share your email address for folks, if they have any questions, you want to shoot that out now.
Yes, my email is ghill, GHILL, at tcco.com, or ghill at lakesidealliance.com. So either one will work for me.
Great, thank you for sharing that Gary. And for those of you who have any other questions about how to get in contact with the Lakeside Alliance, or you have questions about the process we just outlined here, you can also send an email to me at pbrown@lakesidealliance.com. Again, that lets us know that you are trying to reach us, and we are more than happy to walk you through that process or to answer any of your questions. So on behalf of the Lakeside Alliance, thank you so much for clicking this video and to learn more about how to get connected to the Lakeside Alliance. And remember, follow us on all of our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and like and share where appropriate. Thank you and have a good day.
Thanks for watching. Check out the playlist for more Lakeside Alliance content. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button to get more updates on our information sessions, contracting opportunities, as well as partner videos. For more, visit lakesidealliance.com.